I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
I'm just a man.
My dumb ass, I didn't know the song was that short. Man. Oh, man. I'm losing it, bros. I'm losing it, bros. I'm losing it. Hi. I lied to myself. I said I was done talking about this fucking shit. I'm at that point where I don't care about this dead kid. I don't care about the dude that stabbed him. I'm at that point. Why don't I care? Well, it's very simple. It's not for the fact, oh my God, oh, the humanity. It's the fact that nobody else would have cared because national news would have dictated nobody was going to give a fuck about this shit. But because motherfuckers bored and they need something of a race war to pop off, this is what we get. I'm running out of water at my fucking desk. But I have good reason. I'm done making videos. I'm doing live coverage over here now. That's what I'm gonna dedicate, like, because I want people to see in a live format how I think about shit. And then once we reach the end of this shit, I could just make like that video and I could go from there. Like, I could do that. It never crossed my mind that it could be a race issue. Here's the thing. And look, when this is all said and done, the only person I'm gonna feel bad for is the dad. Lost his son, trying to be strong-willed in this. He got the internet calling him a cuck. They got the internet trying to subtly create some fucking divide between him and his wife and his other son, because the father is like, oh, well, I'm going to operate forgiving. And then they be like, oh, but look at what his wife and his other son said. And it's like, man, there's no real hate quite like Christian love. And I believe that more and more as I go through my fucking days. Have you been seeing Adam 16 being broke? I have no idea who Adam 16 is. I don't have that hard to tell you. I have no idea who Adam 16 is, because while I am terminally online, I'm at like the stage where I'm considered still normal because I have no idea who you're describing to me. And I feel happy knowing that I don't know about whoever the fuck Adam 16 is, or the fact that he's going broke. Like, I'm happy. That'll be the next rabbit hole to go down. You know what? No. I don't have to go down a random ass rabbit hole of some shit I don't care about. A man going broke? Like, damn. That's like all of us eventually. Matter of fact, y'all want to be pissed off? Or maybe not, depending on like all of you people. You people might fucking enjoy this shit. Somebody made an egregious fucking claim. You know how like everybody's kind of worried about their money? Fear not. We have somebody on the case. We have somebody who'd be willing to stick up for all of you with the greatest takes known to man about what to do with your finances and how, ironically, everything's going up in price and people are seeing the effects of it now. But you know, people are worried about, oh, hold on, before I say anything. Hi, Zamaria. Just wanted to throw that one out there. Hi, Zamaria. No, it's not the quartering. And Soul, change your profile picture back. You and Panda, y'all better change our profile pictures back. I don't like them. I don't like your new ones. But I understand that a lot of people are going to go through a harder time because the man in charge is not doing a good job recognizing that a lot of people are not rich. Can I link something? Nope. Because whatever you link, gonna be a waste of my fucking time. And not the reason why I'm here. You know, a lot of people going through it. But you should know, like, you, random individual, whether if you're in college and you barely got any money, you fresh out of college and you don't have no money and you in debt, you a struggling adult who's just trying to manage life, fresh out because you believed in the American dream, even though it was a bill of goods that didn't mean nothing. You got a bunch of kids and you struggling to make ends meet. I just want you to know, as the cost of living goes up, money means nothing. Your money means nothing. Your money means nothing. It's all digital ones and zeros. And in the end, you won't miss any of it. Before I play this, let's work with the example that, you might lose your house, your apartment, you might not be able to feed your kid. No, but money means nothing. Money means nothing.
Losing money costs you nothing.
4 seconds. 4 fucking seconds! It took him 4 fucking seconds to be wrong. Losing money costs you money. And in a world where nothing is free except the air, unless you have asthma, then you're going to pay for some air to help neutralize what's going on in your fucking lungs. Losing money costs you money. It costs you your home, car, job, opportunity to buy things for your family. And I know slow motherfuckers will talk about luxuries. I'm talking about food, toiletries, like shit, like essential things, your light bill. This video is 4 minutes, and in 4 seconds, it is now it's in contention with the dumbest thing I've heard this year, and we are in April.
This is just the reality of life. Were you young and dumb? How much money did you lose? Everyone loses money.
There are people who are in their 30s losing money. There are people in their 40s and 50s and 60s. There's Social Security that is, if not already, potentially being wiped the fuck out. What do you mean? A lot of online conservatives are fighting tooth and nail to distract y'all like heavy from shit going on, even though they were the ones that brought this shit up. Who were the people? Which political party were the ones talking about egg prices and the cost of gas? There was only like one political group bringing that shit up, talking about how they grocery bill going up. There was only one political group that kept bringing that shit up, and it was conservatives. And I didn't disagree because shit was getting a little bit more pricey. It was true. And you know what's funny? Ever since they got what they wanted, which is Trump, suddenly they don't give a fuck. Suddenly, like, all the shit they brought up just don't matter. Suddenly, just like all the shit they cared about, no. Motherfuckers worried about their stocks and 401ks, but money means nothing when we have a country. Tell that to motherfuckers who are struggling to live, buddy. You got a $400 fucking microphone in front of your face. You have a $50 to $70 mic boom arm in front of your face. You have an LED sign behind you and guns. But LOL, money means nothing.
Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character.
Oh, and all the motherfuckers who got dropship companies, they're trying really hard to convince y'all that you're stupid and don't know business. They're paying out the ass for a lot of their products that are not made in America.
You learn a lot of lessons, actually.
Just in case anybody was like aware, like a good portion of motherfuckers who like make their own branded thing, like a lot of that shit is drop shipped out of the country, and they gotta pay out the ass now because you know of what they voted for. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Losing your character costs you everything. Losing your country costs you everything. There are things you can't get back. The government can print more money, and it will. Sadly, that's just the reality. It's fugazi. It's just that there's a boom and a bust every 10 years, and it's been that way since the invention of modern markets in the 1600s.
We are not better as a society now that Trump is in office. I just want y'all to know that. We are still the same dumb fucks fighting over the same dumb fuck things again. I'm gonna need everybody to like stop looking at the past with rose-colored glasses because you ignored all the red flags that was in the past. I'm like beg y'all to like not do that. Oh, but back then it wasn't as bad. You were younger. You were ignorant. You are older now, and the things you witness now that are new to you, people older than you have already witnessed, and they're just seeing a cycle repeat.
The Dutch crash of 1649. You ever heard of it? It's just the way that it works. It's the way that like monetary policy has always worked. There's going to be ups and downs, especially as the table gets reset. If you lose the character of your country, if your town gets hollowed out, give me that photo of that town, man. Give me the photo of that town in West Virginia. If your town gets hollowed out.
Chill, Carl. Like, in 1 year, it's all gonna change according to Brad.
And
that dumbass nigga get his information from motherfuckers like this, and it is why my head hurts.
Your entire neighborhood gets addicted to opioids, and your steel mill shuts down, and your farmers can't grow crops, and there's no more cattle ranchers.
Damn, bro. I mean, they got rid of like a good portion of the immigrants, and a lot of motherfuckers doing shit. What are you bitching about now? More misinformation? Oh, that's next. Oh, don't get me wrong. That's next. That's next. But now we just bullshit.
There's no more cowboys.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna break my fucking monitor.
And your farmers can't grow crops, and there's no more cattle ranchers, there's no more cowboys.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Motherfuckers are losing their money. Motherfuckers are losing their homes. Motherfuckers can't build fuck the neighborhood. Fuck compassion for your fellow man. Niggas is struggling. Niggas is seeing all the prices of shit go up now. And motherfuckers are sitting there saying, oh, Trump's playing checkers and chess. Who the fuck cares? And the Cowboys have sucked for years. What is this? What is this? You know what it is? I figured it out. These be the niggas y'all tell me to watch when y'all want to try to prove me wrong. And I just look at y'all with my eyebrow raised and I just think y'all fucking slow. Y'all be wanting me to watch this shit and like clap like a seal, but it just make me further. You know what it is? You know what I'm looking at right now? You know what I'm hearing? Hearing a motherfucker that drank the Kool-Aid. This is Kool-Aid talk.
There's no more fishers. There's no more workers.
What world do you think we live in that there are no more fishers and workers? Are you trying to tell me that was what's going to happen if we voted for Kamala? Buddy, they got farmers who have lost money because of the executive orders, because of Trump. And they've talked about it, and they thought in their mind that they were protected because they voted for Trump. Halitosis? Like, what the fuck? There are people losing their farms now. What the fuck?
And we're completely
But chill, Carl, we gotta give it time.
and totally dependent upon slave labor peasants across Asia to make every good and service and pharmaceutical, then you've actually lost your country. And then we are the slaves. There you go. This is West Virginia.
Oh, God, an abandoned fucking building. Like, I can't see that shit in every fucking state.
And it's so sad.
Show this motherfucker New Orleans.
This was a factory that provided thousands of honest, good-hearted, steel-working jobs for our fellow countrymen. And it was ripped. The guts of it got ripped out and shipped by people like Mitch McConnell so that they could make a couple extra points in their portfolio.
Kind of like what Ted Cruz doing right now, what J.D. Vance doing right now, what Trump doing right now. It's almost like politicians go do some shit to make sure they ass saved. Like, hello?
To get stock swaps with Pan-Asian countries. And they sold out their countrymen, and I call that traitorism, actually. I think that's the definition of a traitor. You can lose money. You can lose points in your portfolio. It costs you absolutely nothing. You won't miss them when you're dead. Nobody ever had their...
Also, just because I'm confused, why the fuck are we only showing West Virginia? Like, that's not the only fucking state that's occurred to. Like, what? And you know what's sick? I thought about this last night. The educational system has fried a lot of motherfuckers, the one on the screen being one of them. Y'all think the president could just like sign on the dotted line and everything will be fixed? If that was the case, a lot of shit would have been solved before we were born. And by a lot, I mean all of it. I mean everything would have been solved before we were born. I was born in 1999. All of our fucking issues would have been solved by now if motherfuckers actually did their jobs. But because doing their job would mean they're no longer needed, more fucking issues have to be made. Also, you have to consider your state fucking government when you're bitching about the world or your state.
net worth carved onto their tombstone. Doesn't even matter when you're on your deathbed. Who cares? It's just digits on a
Bro, wait a minute. A country that is divided, even though a dumb fuck like Forehead over here will sit here and say, our country has never been stronger. Not true. This country is divided by 15 different segues of different shit. From a fucking console or a PC to race relations. This country is divided, and it will always be divided. There will be no oligarchy of dominant rule to where everyone thinks the same, because that is not a country. That is indoctrination. Caught you at a good time. I'm about to play League of Legends. What a nerd. What a fucking geek. What a nerd. What a loser. League of Legends. What a fucking nerd. What a loser. What a dweeb. What a bitch. Who just... Oh. Dragon King. HIV Dragon King Frozen. That's not your name, but you know I mean well. I appreciate you gifting 5 subs, you horrible, generous individual. You horrible, wonderful individual. You horrible, piece of shit, generous individual. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Fine, I'll do the fuck. I got gifted subs on Twitch, you fucking freak. I dual stream. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm dual streaming. Like, you see YouTube and how there's 32 of you. There's fucking 6 on Twitch. Oh, it's so great, isn't it? It's so great, isn't it? I should probably move this fucking black screen. I'm not turning my fucking camera on. I am not turning my fucking camera on at all. At fucking all.
Ledger. What will matter is, did you preserve your nation for your children?
Suck my dick. You suck my dick. Suck my dick. Hey kids, we going homeless. Hey kids, we going homeless. But hey, at least the country's better for somebody else. Fuck you. Hey, the price of shit going up. And food or bills, and I try my hardest.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
The country's in shambles.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
The country's in shambles, and you are not going to be able to live.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
I don't really want to
Fuck!
get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
There's one more.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
Are you done? You're done. Okay. Listen. Wait, only before you go get a pizza, just know, look at your children. Look at your children. Think about the decision you have to make. All of you, look at your children right now. You're loving home or food, and you choose the food, and then you are out of a home, and now you don't have money for food or a home. And then you got to look at your dying children who are dying of starvation, and you got to look at them and say, you're going to fucking die, but at least the country's better for somebody else. What the fuck? Like, what the heck? No, bro. No, bro. Absolutely not.
Did you view your country as something more than just an economic zone?
No! You dick! People need money to live in this country. You all have shat on the fucking homeless. You all have routinely yelled about bootstraps. I have also, and I have stopped. Why? 'Cause you can't fucking lace your bootstraps in a country that's overpricing the boots. Like, come on.
And tax cattle and slaves to China.
You're already a slave to China. You don't understand that a good portion of the things in that room right now have a label called Made in China. You're already a slave to China. That sign you made probably has material from China. Do it.
Put that up. President Trump, no crying in the casino. Is it really? I don't care. It's too good.
No crying in the casino. You just talked about money and losing it and it'll lose your country. And then you put up a tweet about crying in a place where you're supposed to make or lose money?
Final point I'll make on this is, who's the slave and who's the master?
And why are we using the slave analogy? Like, what is with you white people? Y'all keep doing this. Y'all think this the strongest stance y'all got? Yeah, that's like y'all's strongest analogy. Fucking slavery. What the fuck? Stop. Y'all always think this y'all's strongest analogy. Slavery. Is that all you niggas know? Well, clearly, but it's fucking ridiculous.
You know, if your pharmaceutical and automobile and phone, all the wires in your home, every electronic in your home, if everything that you use in your life is wholly and totally built by a foreign power that hates you, then you...
Bro, they got Americans that hate you, and you gonna buy from them, you dick. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? You don't think they got Americans that hate you? Like, you not exempt? You not free, bitch? Are you insane?
You are the slave. You've always thought of America as the master of the world or as like an empire. It's not. Not if we are totally dependent and on our knees before these third world goblin dictatorships. So it's time for a total reset. It's time for them.
We're gonna kill each other if we go into a full reset.
To know who's boss. And it's time for us to be the master once again. That's the point of this country, actually, to be the master of our own destinies.
This is not somebody I would ever like be in business with. Didn't they catch this nigga plagiarizing somebody? Did they not catch this nigga plagiarizing somebody when he was working at another fucking country? Like what the fuck? But anyway, so look, as I've stated, I live in a world of dumb fucks, as you just clearly saw. On Sunday, an organization called, I guess, Next Generation Action Network, much like everybody else, had to deal with seeing a bunch of stupid shit online in regards to Carl Anthony and Austin Metcalf. And they wrote an open letter to the Frisco police saying, hey, we want to make sure this is being done because we have people running around saying that they're witnesses not being interviewed. And the cops responded, hey, we have an open door for anybody who was there. If you were there and you want to come to us and tell us, you can do that. You can absolutely come to us. The door is open for you to tell what you saw. And they said, all right, cool. We want to still come in and talk about that along with all of the misinformation being spread. And they said, come on in. And I guess this is like after that. because they wanted to hold like some town hall press conference about this.
Give me a thumbs up when it's...
Should have skipped ahead so I know where I'm looking.
Real quick, I want to start off by saying...
Don't tell me nothing about the audio. It's not my fault, not my problem. It's theirs, not mine.
Real quick, that my comments are represented today by the Next Generation Action Network that have been working with the Anthony family from the advocacy standpoint.
Mind you, this is not their legal team. This is an advocacy group that wanted to get the word out about this.
I'm not the Anthony family attorney. Of course, you know the Next Generation Action Network is no stranger to this line of work, and we have been representing families for the last 10 years from an advocacy standpoint. Again,
I apologize to all headphone users. Your left ear is getting tickled.
To the bottom of this situation. The Next Generation Action Network, since the past week, have gotten thousands of calls regarding this situation and making sure that our organization was involved in this situation because of the growing tension of racism and bigotry involving with the case.
Which there is.
I want to start off by saying that I appreciate the Deputy Chief, John Stretch, from being able to come here to meet with us, as well as the Assistant Police Chief, Darren Stevens. These are two individuals who are currently over the investigation that is currently going on in Frisco ISD. Of course, let's start off in the proper way. I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as president and founder of the Next Generation Action Network, the largest human and civil rights organization in North Texas. Today, we have a meeting with the leadership of the Frisco Police Department to discuss the matter of urgency in escalating racial threats and bigotry and online hate directed at the Anthony family. Let me be clear. The Anthony family cannot leave their home because of the growing threats towards their safety.
Now, if that kid walks, you stupid motherfuckers are going to sit there with your head in your ass thinking that you're rational in your response. But you're not. Listen, and listen to me hard. I do not care that any of you in this moment have your strong opinion about this case. If you think for even a modicum of a fucking second that harassing a family full of people who were not there and didn't kill Austin Metcalf is smart, you are, and I quote, batshit insane. And you're a fucking psychopath. And you are deranged. And you belong in jail.
Their personal address has been exposed. They have received graphic and racist threats. They are being targeted with violence and simply because their child is in the center of this tragedy. We are here this justice must be fair and impartial and protected from biases. We cannot allow racism and bigotry to divide us. We cannot allow.
Oh, too bad, buddy. You're too late. You're too late to the subject matter on that one. The racism and bigotry has flooded social media. It has opened the floodgates in the worst ways possible and shows touchdown how we are damaged as a society.
White America to decide when and how black people can speak up against oppression. We do not pull the race card, we live it. Yes, this case is a tragedy. Anytime a child is lost, we mourn as a community. Our heart goes out to the family of Austin Metcalf, but we do not erase the right of the Anthony family to be protected and heard and treated with dignity.
Because unfortunately for you people that are getting your information from people who are not lawyers, they do have a right to an attorney, and the claim of self-defense will hold unless proven otherwise, and it will hold strong if they can prove they acted in self-defense.
That's why today we spoke with the Frisco Police Department leadership to demand answers.
And you know what's sick? All these people running around. Oh, by the way, that woman that I added to the video that sat there and played that autopsy as if it was 100%, still hasn't corrected the record and is still just posted. Let me tell you what the bitch did today. Apparently this morning, or like at some point from like morning to early afternoon, a video started going around of a man on, of all places, TikTok live saying he was a witness And motherfuckers are just running with his story, full stop. Now, my one question that needs to be answered, and I'm going to demand it be answered, pick, why is everybody just jumping to believe him? And also, why is he not going to the police? You know, the police, the same police that say anybody with any information, if you was a witness, come forward, please. They wasn't demanding that. They're asking you to come forward. Because simple motherfuckers think that they're gonna just be like calling everybody, like they got everybody fucking number that was there. No. It's like if you were there and you even tangentially, probably used that word wrong, know anything, like even if it was just a modicum of information, it would be in your wildly good interest to go to the cops and tell what you know. Just go to them and be like, I was there and I caught a glimpse of interaction. You bring this shit to social media, I immediately don't trust it. I immediately don't give I immediately don't even give a fuck. But the woman, the one that was like, whoa, y'all, guess what I fucking found? She posted that shit like if it was the law. And the sick touchdown. And the sick part about it is motherfuckers in the comments just believing it. They believe in it. And I'm gonna give you my stance. And you can hate it, and I'm gonna tell you suck my dick. The self-defense stance will stand until a motherfucker can prove otherwise. They got motherfuckers saying he brought a knife with murderous intent. How do you know that? These motherfuckers said that they were in the same school. They were not. They got motherfuckers saying neither one of them were scheduled to be at a track meet. That is a lie. And you might be wondering to yourself, Leon, but I'm getting my information from Facebook and TikTok and Twitter. How dare you sit here and say that my information is not true? Where are you getting this information from? The Frisco police. I'm gonna let that silence like wash over you. Because while you're getting your information from people who are in different states, I am getting my information from the goddamn people who are investigating this shit. You know how motherfuckers like to get on social media and be like, oh, this app is the number one source for news. This app is the number one source for news. The number one source for news for any of you is your local news network. Unless you want to find out about something like not in your state and you want to go national, pick, he's about to quit. Your local news will always be the fucking thing. And the sick part, quit in front of my audience. And the sick part about like any of y'all is that y'all will fucking sit there and say, I got this report, and you will show me something online that is not a report. An autopsy, fake as hell, not a report. There's a fucking, what they call it, police report going around of like the entire interaction going down. I don't believe that. I'm waiting for the cops. The cops got to tell me something worth a damn, bro. They do. The internet said I had cancer. The internet is cancer. Yes, faking an autopsy is wild. Faking an autopsy is wild. Are you having a wonderful day, Leon? Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. Now, y'all gonna grill the fuck out of me when I say this, but I didn't know Minecraft had a movie. I didn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Sorry.
We need to know what steps are being taken.
Don't ask me nothing about the... I'm going to say it again. For anybody that might have just jumped in here, don't ask me nothing about this audio. It's not mine. It's theirs.
The Anthony family, the strategies of the threats that's being spreaded, and how Frisco police is ensuring that Carmelo Anthony's Sixth Amendment right, fair and public trial, is fully respected. Let's make it clear that absolutely, we have the full permission and trust of the Anthony family and authorized for the Next Generation Action Network to speak today. Today in this meeting, we talked about and was able to give them graphic images of what this family has had to deal with for the last couple of days. It is sad. These graphic images not only display children with knives, black children with knives stuck in their head, the Anthony family's address. We saw when this case first started that people were putting online that when Section 8 was accepted into the Frisco neighborhood, that became the lead of the downfall of Frisco. We have saw so many different hateful images, just hateful things. And the Next Generation Action Network wants to reiterate that Carmelo Anthony has a right to a fair trial, unbiased, and removed of racial hate and bigotry.
This is true. If you contest that, remember, your country's lost, apparently.
I want to make it very clear, and I say this from my heart and my own personal reference. If someone wants to say race is not in this situation and shouldn't be, well, I asked all of those people to join me in calling it out. But don't look at black people.
That poor father. That father has been used and abused these past fucking few days. Calling him a cuck, saying he weak, saying he not a leader of his house. And some of these motherfuckers call themselves Christians saying this shit. Huh? Lend a helping hand? Help thy neighbor? Damn, fuck it. Fuck them then.
And say, don't always play the race card. We don't play the race card, we live it. We live a reality. We also feel that the bond that Carmelo Anthony is on is too high.
Nah, I don't know about that one. Like $1 million? Yeah, it seemed about right. A cool Millie Will? That seemed about right. It's a million, like. Yeah, I know y'all want to bond him out so he could like chill with the family and they could like talk legal. But I don't know if that's gonna happen for him.
We do. Because guess what? We've been here when Aaron Dean was arrested. We was here when Amber Geiger was arrested. $200,000. The system, it has a problem in it. Now, what I want to be able to do is ensure, and what we was able to hear today from the Frisco Police Department is reensuring that the Frisco Police Department is doing everything that it can to address the racism and the bigotry. We have saw the police chief, a statement being sent out by the police chief. That was false.
Now, this is going to be the thing to make me jump up a fucking wall, because still to this day, might I add, it's been how many days? We've almost succumbed to a full week. People are still running around broadcasting that fucking police report as if it's 100% real. Not the police report, but a statement from a police officer that nobody can conveniently find but from some fucking testimony of a random motherfucker on Facebook. And these people claim to care? These are the people that claim to care about Carmelo. This not the racist. This not the white people just want him in jail. The white people want him in jail. It's the black people, the Carmelo Anthony defenders, drumming up a fucking police statement for no reason that the cops have already said bullshit. An autopsy, bullshit. Like, what I need people to understand is when you do that, I don't give a fuck if you're doing it to be funny. I don't give a fuck if the racist made you feel bad because of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, none of this shit. You not helping the motherfucker you claim to care about. You made bold, bombastic fucking claims over these past fucking days about how you care about Carmelo Anthony, you want him to come home, and you think it's unfair, and you think it's not right, and you making up fucking lies. And then when the kid don't quit, and then when the kid don't come the fuck home, you're gonna be sitting there wondering, but what about all this shit we fabricated? You're wasting everybody fucking time. And fuck Harley. And guess what? If Carmelo walk, the dumb fuck white people gonna be like, but what about this picture of him holding an airsoft gun that I cropped out to not show any of the white kids? Oh, but he still had a gun. Yeah, you know who else had a gun in their hands taking a picture? Yes, that was an airplane. You know who else had a gun taking a picture? Austin. So what point are y'all trying to make? They both criminals? Damn. By that logic, both of them criminals. But he's holding a gun as a means of training. Kiss my ass. Y'all are goalposting to hell. The goalpost has been moved to hell. And we all going full speed ahead. And fuck Harley.
We have saw a false autopsy report that was false.
I'm in Nirvana. I am in Nir-fucking-vana. Panda and Soul, change your profile pictures back to what they was originally. I am in Nirvana. That's twice. That in 30 seconds, the two main false claims perpetuated by Carmelo Anthony supporters have been debunked by people, and I'm just gonna fucking say it. This man on the screen and his organization care more about potential justice for Carmelo than the motherfuckers on social media. All of them. All you motherfuckers that's running around yelling and gooking and screaming, I care about Carmelo and I want to see him come home. You're fucking frauds. You are fucking frauds. And be ashamed. Like, this shit embarrassing. Like, fuck.
We have to caution the community to say, hey, we cannot trust everything that is online.
If he say one more correct statement, I'm making a video. And I said I wasn't. If he say one more correct statement about you fucking frauds, about you fake ass black activists, do you think that some people just might be harassing the family to get more buddy, while that could be true, let's not distract from the fact that motherfuckers are on Twitter having a field day about this kid. Like, I know you want an out, but that's not gonna be the out. At least not around here. That shit might work on somebody like Gothics or the Quartering. That shit not gonna work around here. Purple is nice. Purple is the worst color known to man.
The disinformation that is going online is hurting this case.
Why do you think my cameras are? Why do you think what did I say 30 seconds ago? If he said one more correct statement. My head hurt. My head hurt. My head hurt for legitimate. I have legitimate reasons for my head to hurt, and it's getting sick. And fuck Harley. Since I just got here, who's that gentleman? That man, him. This is the only man who gives a damn about Carmelo Anthony that's not in his family. That's who that is. I think it's Dominique Alexander is his name. A part of the Next Generation Action Network. Go to sleep. I'm not tired. I have insomnia. Medically decided that I have insomnia. Medically decided. Should I put my grandma glasses on? I ain't put my grandma glasses on in a while. I ain't put these bad boys on in a little minute. Look like your fucking grandma. I look like your fucking grandma. I look like your fucking grandma. Leon, sleep deprived? Somewhat. 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 I am a sleep deprived individual. But there's nothing I could do. I gotta fucking edit them cooking videos. They just sitting there. I got 3 of them bitches just sitting there. I got 3 of them bitches just sitting there, bro. Like, I got fuck. What did I make? My man cakes, my jambalaya, and my Cajun chicken. Like they just sitting there. I think 2 of them sitting in the editor. Like I don't, and I just haven't put it together. Y'all want to see the chicken? Hold on, I gotta pull up the picture. Y'all want to see the chicken? I know you're gonna say no, cause like fuck y'all. Y'all gonna say no because fuck y'all. Like you fucking racist, you racist whites, you bullheaded demons. You bullheaded demons. You're gonna be racist towards my fucking chicken, and I don't appreciate it. Also, matter of fact, all fucking so I want to show y'all a comment too. I'm sidetracked as all fuck, and I don't even care. Why? Let me put the fucking thank you. Now let me put this right there. My computer's doing that thing where it decides that it doesn't want me to show you all. I don't like that. I don't like nothing about that. I don't like nothing about any of this. I don't like nothing about any of this. I'm hurt. I don't like nothing about any of this. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! No. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I want to read y'all this comment. This is under the video about the abortion lady getting punched. Like I gotta fucking add this fuck. This comment struck me so bad because it's so dumb. Mind you, I'm gonna say it again. This is a comment under the video about the woman who got punched in the fucking eye for doing a street interview and talking about abortion. Nah, you're wrong and being hypocritical. You can say that you don't agree or condone violence while still pointing out that you can't be surprised if you get clocked when you harass people. I've held this energy for nuanced streamers here and across Asia like Johnny Somali. So, you. Now let's stop right there. A street interview where motherfuckers is asking you questions, talking about abortion, getting a little bit fucking annoying with you. Caught you saying like kill kids in foster care, ran with that, and you got punched in the eye for it. Johnny Somali breaking like every fucking law he can while streaming it, defacing property, throwing shit at people, and is currently in court and likely going to jail for 10 or more years. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is just not the same. One of these things is a little bit more than the other. And methinks it's Johnny Somali. If you get coerced into a street interview and you say some shit and you notice how it's about to turn into something else, walk away. If they follow you, then get ready. Because if I walk away and a motherfucker following me, what they say? What they call it? A mouse catool? That mouse catool getting pulled out. And you gonna back the fuck up off me. Because I don't need you following me nowhere. I got a street interview on the corner of a street. If I leave and you still following me, we got a problem. Because I walked away willingly. You follow me, I'm gonna be concerned. And Johnny Somali is documented doing way more than a fucking street interview. Way more shit that is illegal. Last I checked, it's not illegal to interview people and be annoying while you fucking do it. Last I heard, but the comment keeps going because it's not done. Why switch up based on what they're talking about? Ironic, given that we're discussing a streamer who's harassing people and a street interview. Seems like those are two different things. The principle is still the same. Punching someone over being offended is low IQ. It's also low IQ to provoke randos who may have low IQ. What a shocker. Avoid doing either. No. And I left a comment, but I didn't screenshot it because this shit would have been too long. All you need to know is she tried her hardest. This didn't work. This was not your best. This was indeed not the best work from anybody who could have a problem with me or any video I bring up. Like, it's not the best. Honestly, that was like one of the worst comments in terms of trying to like argue me down in any capacity. Like trying to argue me down about anything is already foolish because a lot of y'all operate in these conversations half-assed. Yes, a lot of you operate in these conversations half-assed. Me, all cheeks and the asshole and the gooch. Because I'm not saying any of this shit for political favor or to be liked by a bunch of people. I'm saying this shit because these are my thoughts, fully developed, which makes me better than a good majority of the people y'all watch. If I could just like stroke my own dick for a second. Oh, and just so y'all know, I found Knuckles. And I don't know where he went. He wasn't on my desk. And I'm like, because usually he's just like right here under the camera. The motherfucker just wasn't there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did I throw him? And I found him. Because motherfuckers was, I don't know what video it was recently, but motherfuckers was like, I guess Knuckles couldn't make it to this one. I was like, wait, damn. I'm the best yapper here. You're one of those wrong ones. It's like, I don't be understanding how motherfuckers fight tooth and nail to always like do their best and try to sound like sanguine in the moment. But do me a favor, say hi to YouTube. What I despise further about this Carmelo Anthony discourse is all the people, specifically the black people who are in support for Carmelo Anthony. And it is not to say you can't can't be in support of somebody because we lack all of the crucial details. I know people are scrambling on social media, put a pin in that because we're going to deal with it in a moment, to try to just end the case right here and now. But the thing about going on social media and trying to solve a case is that you don't have all the critical information or the critical details or the critical thought to think to yourself, maybe what I'm looking at right now on social media might be just a little bit, just a tad bit BS, and I should proceed with caution, especially since I'm puffing my chest out and saying I care about this case specifically for the poor, disenfranchised African American youth that is struggling in the legal system right now, and I want to see an outcome that benefits him and not anyone else. And that's cool. That is your given right to have that stance. But as I stated in the last video, if you are faking things, you do not help him. You hinder him. And I will further stroke my own ego and prove my point, because all of you online people that are fighting tooth and nail to come up with all these random stories and you're confirming it as if it's true, even though you got nothing to back that shit up, are embarrassing. How do I know that? This man right here is named Dominique Alexander, and he runs an organization, I believe, called NGAN. And what he's done over the past few days is talk with the Frisco police. You know, the police that are investigating this thing, the police that on 2 separate occasions have to come out publicly and say the information y'all pulling from Facebook is fake and that autopsy was fake. Well, he did what none of you people have the balls to do. He sought a meeting with the police to talk about a number of things. He wanted to talk about the racist accusation going around. He wanted to talk about the threats towards Carmelo's family and how their address got leaked, which is fucking insane. And if you're cheering that on or you're condoning that, fuck you. You're not creating a safe haven of discussion when you're bringing up and leaking people's addresses. Oh, that's not true at all. How do you know? Did Twitter tell you the greatest place to seek information? How about instead of trying to dismiss a real threat of people's lives being at stake, you just say, pump the brakes on that, because that's fucking weird. This man not only went to discuss that, but went to discuss all the bullshit going around. Because if you comb through social media, there's a lot of BS going around in this world that is helping nobody, specifically Carmelo Anthony. And in this video that is about 30 minutes long, which you could go watch because it's on the Dallas-Fort Worth Dallas News Fox Network YouTube channel, he dismisses all the fucking claims that have been made on Facebook and on TikTok. Remember the lady who was proudly talking about the autopsy? She still has not corrected the record on that, and she's going around peddling random witnesses as if they're 100% fact. Do I know if they're 100% fact? No. Would I broadcast them as if they were? Fuck no. Why? Because in an open investigation, I would think the worst place to talk about information is social media. Because when I'm seeing someone make a claim that they're a witness, you know what my thinking goes to? Why aren't you telling the police? Because the police, in response to this man right here, have said, hey, open door to anyone who was a witness. Come to us and tell us what you saw. Come to us and tell us in full detail what you saw, how it played out, because we will welcome you in to tell what you saw. But because it's a little bit more lucrative for dumb fucks to be on social media and be dumb fucks, they're going to do that instead, because that's going to help Carmelo. And I'm noticing a lot of people fighting tooth and nail to prove him innocent without actually doing any fucking work to do so. I'm gonna give credit to this man. I don't give a fuck if anybody doesn't like Carmelo. I don't give a fuck if you want him buried under the jail. He's still going to go through the process of trying to prove his innocence. And there will be people like this man on the screen who will fight tooth and nail to help him out even just a little bit. And you can't say anything against it. You can't really do anything about it, because that's how our legal system works. You're, I believe it's called, innocent until proven guilty. And even though it really don't look good for Carmelo that he admitted that it's not alleged and he did it, you know, he's still gonna go and work through with that self-defense plea. And maybe he gets a plea deal, maybe he goes to jail, maybe he completely walks scot-free. Who knows? Not you, not me, not the random fucks on social media. Time will be the thing that tells. And the thing that irks me the most about all the people who claim to be for the people is that you're fucking embarrassing yourselves. It is biblically stupid how long people have peddled this random police report that I got from Twitter, even though there's no evidence to back that shit. It's weird how people are still picking and scrambling at random things to say this man is innocent. This teenager is innocent with no evidence to back it. And I'm repeating what I said in the last video. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care about the kid. You just want to see an outcome that favors you, and you're going to fight tooth and nail to make it happen. The problem is you are actively doing a disservice to the random kid you have propped up as your new face of your pretend race war. And it's fucking embarrassing. It is fucking failurish. It is loser activity by a bunch of losers who are desperate to try to make something stick. You are throwing so many things at the fucking wall, hoping that it sticks, thinking that you're fighting the good fight, when a man who is actually doing the work to try to get the truth out on all sides is not being propped up as much as he should. And I would like to say to this man, thank you, because you are trying, even if you don't get the outcome which you want, because let's be honest, he's presuming the innocence of Carmelo Anthony, and you know, he's got that right to do that. It's his free speech and all that shit. At least he's trying to get the full truth of the matter and not wasting his time with bullshit. And it's talking about how that bullshit is destructive to the conversation, destructive to the investigation. And if you look at this shit and you think I'm fucking pandering, or if you call me a coon, congratulations, you don't fucking care. And it's embarrassing how you try that fucking hard to say I don't care when I'm pointing out the bullshit lies that you motherfuckers have favored for the past, 3, 4, almost a fucking week number of days, because you're bored as fuck and this is something interesting enough for you to gain traction on your dog shit TikTok accounts or your fucking think piece where you sit up there and I say, whoa, I found all this new information and I'm gonna waste your fucking time with that shit because you ain't got shit going on. You're fucking pathetic, and it's embarrassing how y'all are trying that hard and you're failing that fucking bad. And I'm gonna end it like this. Thank this man, because he's doing the work you pretend that you do. He's doing the work that you claim you're doing, but you're not. And you should forever be fucking embarrassed that instead of actually being somebody that people could turn to for information, you're a bunch of dumb fucks online desperate for your own narrative to be true, when all of it so far has been nothing but bullshit. Thanks. Bye-bye. I'm that skilled. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. That's why I'm the GOAT. Number 1 wordsmith on YouTube. Chapstick and all. Lips look pussy suckable. These pussy sucking lips from the inside and out. Don't y'all ever think to yourselves like, damn, I watched this dude because he good with words, and then he just say random shit. Where's my phone? Oh, I've watched all of like the epic Ithaca shit. I finished it like 2 hours ago. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, and I'm saying this as a hot take, and I don't give a fuck what any of y'all think, the greatest piece of musical masterpiece I've ever fucking heard. Fuck Hamilton. Okay? Fuck everything about Hamilton. That fucking Epic the Musical shit is the greatest fucking thing on earth. And no one can contest. If you contest it, you're gay. Like, the fuck? Now, I want to ask y'all a question. What did I just say that was pandering? I want to hear this. I want to hear it. Did I say anything that was pandering to any of you? Was I trying to appease white people? Was I trying to be on white people's side? Was I trying to, like, you know, be at the KKK rally with Kanye and all them? Or am I just a nigga who tired? I'm a spoiler answer for you. I'm a nigga that tired. I'm a nigga that's tired. I'm a nigga that's tired. I'm a nigga that's tired. So I'm gonna let you motherfuckers decide. Y'all want this shit today? Cause it ain't nothing for me to just like bust open the editor and just like plop this shit in. And then like take from this. Cause this started at like the 7-minute mark. This started at like the 7-minute mark. I feel like I could do that. I feel like it. I feel like it could be done. What time is it? It's 4:30? It's 4:30. It's 4:30. Yeah, I'm gonna do it today. I'll have fun doing it today. If I do it today, I get out of my face. Hey, but look, after this, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not talking about this shit no more. It's my smoking gun. I'm done after this. Y'all here until I don't give a fuck what gets said. I don't give a fuck who do what. I'm done. After today, I'm out. Until like we get a guilty verdict, until he walk free, or he take a plea deal. I'm done. Mark me. Mark me. Mark me. Now. Mark me. Yes, I did say last time I was done. But the sick part is, I said like 30? Couldn't have been 30. 20 minutes ago? Couldn't have been 20. I'm going to say about 28 minutes ago. I said if that motherfucker said one more true statement about all this fake information, I was going to do it again. But now I'm done. Bro can't stick to his words. I can't. But fuck it. I don't give a fuck if one of them blow up the moon. I want to see something. Oh, I guess we got to talk about South of Midnight. I guess. And look, I'll give you something else. His bond is next Monday. The $1 million bond is next Monday. So, there you go. But I want to see people's reactions to South of course it is. A woke flop, even though this is a Game Pass game. South of Midnight woke, Sweet Baby slop. Worst game I've played all year. South of Midnight launch day nightmare. So look, I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all my opinion. My opinion is this. Is it the greatest game ever made? Nope. But I have fun playing it. Good little story beat to me. But I am one man. I like games like this. Games like this always fucking just like bring like that old feel. Linear fucking story. Just start to finish. and I enjoyed myself. And that's really it. Sorry, I don't have no long soliloquy about how the gaming industry's dead and woke and none of that shit. I don't have it. You know why I don't have it? Because I, unlike a majority of the world, my critique don't mean shit. Because that's all it is a fucking critique. I'm not about to tell nobody buy. If you don't want to buy, then don't buy. I just wanted a new game, and I played it, and I enjoyed it. And that's the end of the story. No, I'm not playing Adamfall. But I wonder if there's anything else I could show you all. Oh, y'all wanna hear the fucking thing? Y'all wanna hear the witness statement? Now, you listen to this and you tell me if I'm supposed to 100% believe this. Oh, and by the way, just in, eyewitness reveals details about incident involving Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony prior to fatal stabbing. An eyewitness has come forward with new information regarding the altercation between Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. They tried to jump him. According to the account, Austin Metcalf and his brother reportedly walked across the field toward Carmelo, who was seated at the time. The two allegedly attempted to grab and punch him. In response, Carmelo defended himself. This is treated like it's true.
It was raining. It got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet at. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity, so I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bruh. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro.
Now, with a straight face, tell me I'm supposed to take this at 100% of his word. I do love the part where it's a community track meet. He could bring a knife. We're cooked. As a society, we were already cooked, but we're cooked a little bit more. Bye, everybody.